I'm ready for the torture to go through. It's going to be a fun time.
You feel like you're reshaped? Have you been reshaped? The off-season program, we heard all the things that.
Yeah, I felt like I've gotten a lot stronger and I've gotten a lot quicker and I've gotten a lot more comfortable with my body overall, just in movement. It's been perfect for our entire offensive team. And whenever I say torture, it's not really torture.
No, I know. I know that.
What do you think? How's Greg Austin been? You've had different line coaches out in Nebraska. I think three of them. How's he been to work with in the short time?
He's been really great. He really boosts us up and builds confidence in his players, and making sure that we understand every aspect that we need to. He doesn't move on until we understand what we need to understand, and I think that's great. And I feel like as an offensive line that we're doing really well at this aspect in spring ball at this time. Because of that, because he makes sure that we know what we're doing and we're all feeling more comfortable, we all feel confident in what we're doing.
Does he have that, since he played here, can you sense his passion about the O-line in Nebraska?
Just there's so much passion on this entire staff, and we all sense it, and it's just riling us up, and we're so passionate right now. We want to get a national championship. That's what we all want as a team. And that's our goal, and we're working towards that goal.
How much different is practice? Like, I see guys walking out, it looks, you're still sweating.
Yeah, it's a great practice. It's really high paced. It's what 3 hours long almost about, and it only feels like it's an hour and a half. It's so high paced, and it's not a practice that you're sitting there and you're going, man, I just wish practice was over. You get done, and you're like, I want to go another team period, even though I'm dead tired, because I want to get that extra rep in just to get better. This is what that staff is programming into us to want to get better every second, to never settle for being mediocre.
I'm sure you always have urgency, but is there that, man, this is it for me? I got to make it happen.
Yeah, I definitely have to make it happen. This is my last year, and it is dawning on me. I remember whenever I just first came in and I was just one of the young pups. But now I'm one of the older guys, and I have to buckle down and I have to do everything that I can, like I said, to be the best that I can be.
What are you at weight-wise?
About 310.
Is that where you want to be?
Yeah. Between 300 and 310.
Cool.
How can this system maybe help the line compared to a pro system is a lot different, and maybe it requires linemen to be better in some areas. How can this system help you guys more maybe develop?
I feel so this staff, they just want to put the best guys out there, the 5 best guys, and they're going to use the offense for us, the best offense that works for us, the best plays that work well with us. So they're tailoring their entire offense around their players, not just tailoring their players around their offense. They have their same plays, but what works best for us? What can I do? If I can't pull out and, make a block on the edge, well then, and I'm the best player, then it's probably not going to be something I'm going to be doing a whole bunch. But if I can, then there's something that will work. And I feel like we have the potential on the offensive line to utilize this entire playbook. I feel like we have the athleticism to do everything. And I feel like they're just doing their best to make sure that we work well with offense and the offense works well with us.
Is it zone blocking still, or is there?
Yeah, we have zone and we have man. It's the entire spectrum.
Mm-hmm. Were there times when you looked at the offense a year ago that there were areas where maybe guys struggled, but you still kind of had to go with it, even though it wasn't really a fit at times? Or
yeah, it's just I know a lot of us struggled last year. Just with learning the offense, it was in the pro style is a more complicated offense, and just having to catch up and making things feel natural, being just confident in yourself and your movements, and being very decisive. And I feel right now we're doing a great job of just being decisive with our movements and going.
So pro style, is it usually more complicated? Expand on that.
From my experience, I don't have a lot of experience, with the pro level. Just that the last staff was a pro style, but the previous staffs before that wasn't as much. In my opinion, it's just a little bit more complicated. But just from what I've seen, this, I feel like I said before, is tailored for the players, and they do a great job of making sure that we understand everything before we move on. We're not jumping ahead to step C before we get done with A.
Okay, you're emphasizing that. It sounds like you appreciate that.
I really do appreciate that, because there's some times that last year I felt like we were just moving a little so fast, and sometimes not everybody would fully understand, like I said, step A before we moved on.
In a pro system, I feel like the tackles had a lot more stress on them. Is that still the case in this offense?
I feel like, just
Thank you.
the responsibilities are spread really well throughout the offensive line. I feel like, the centers, the guards, and the tackles all have responsibilities spread out. And I don't feel like any one position on the line has an overwhelming responsibility.